One more thing as a bonus that I'll add is that people might feed you.
They're gonna
Number
feed
one.
me. We have 10 things you must know before traveling to Ethiopia. Let's go ahead and check this out, guys.
Food.
Cultural food. Hey, I'm here for the food, y'all.
And cost of things. Ethiopia requires visa.
I'm here for the
Try
food.
not to show too much. One more thing as a bonus that I'll add is that people might feed you.
They're gonna
Number
feed
one,
me.
Health and safety. One of the things I recommend to work with a travel agency, a tour company, or somebody that you know in Ethiopia that can give you a little bit of guidance.
I should probably do this.
When to go, how to get there. But in case you're coming by yourself, one of the things you want to make sure is health-wise, get your vaccines, all the vaccines, yellow fever cards, all that kind of vaccines that you need, and malaria. Depending on where you're gonna be, there's some areas if you're going up north and stuff like that that you don't need, but it's generally recommended that you take malaria. If you have high altitude issues, make sure you check that out because even Addis is pretty high and a lot of places that you go are high up. Always drink bottled water. Food-wise and stuff like that, you can eat most of the food and it's a lot of it is gonna be
I'm eating all of it.
But don't eat salad maybe outside of the main big hotels like the Sheraton and the Radisson Blu and stuff like that.
Hold on, why not? Why not? Why can't we? I'm not a salad person, y'all. I'm not a salad person, but why is he saying not to eat the salad? Is there something?
You can eat any food that you peel. When traveling, people in Ethiopia are generally very nice and safe, but it's usually recommended to have somebody that's guiding you around that can tell you explanation just so that there's no misunderstanding. And a lot of it will do a little bit maybe with, people thinking just because you're American or foreigner that you have a lot of money so you can pay for everything and stuff like that. So it could be some misunderstanding. So just to avoid that, if you have an Ethiopian or a guide with you that will tell you what to do beforehand, how to do it, you'll have a great time. Number two, cultural etiquette. First thing would be the handshaking, right hand. That's kind of universal, I think, in a lot of places.
Yeah.
When you're eating also, if you're eating in a traditional Ethiopian setting with everybody in a big circle, try to use your right hand. That's a big one. One more thing as a bonus that I'll add is that people might feed you. So in Ethiopia, when we eat together and people feed each other, showing culturally like affection. So especially for like husband and wife or friends and stuff like that, they feed each other first before they start eating.
Hey, they can feed me.
If you're a guest to somebody, people might feed you. Literally take set it up and give you a bite. So that's called gursha, which is a beautiful cultural thing. So don't take that as offensive. That's a beautiful gesture of friendship.
Gursha me, y'all. Gursha me.
We drink a lot of coffee. Ethiopia actually drinks more coffee than it exports. Nothing like any other country. So if you go to people's houses or
bro, I could literally smell it through the screen, y'all. Like I literally just did this like a few days ago, bro. I went to an Ethiopian restaurant and they had, the coffee ceremony with the popcorn. As soon as it came on the screen, I could just smell it, bro. I could smell it.
Anything, coffee is gonna be one of the things that people offer you. If you go to somebody's house for a meal, you'll have 3 cups.
Oh, it says gursha on there.
If you don't drink coffee or don't do that. Give them a good reason to not have, otherwise it's kind of seen as an insult, as coffee is one of our main cultural things to have coffee. Dressing, so dress modest. Try to not to show too much, especially for female. Guys can wear shorts, but not too short also. That could also be a problem. Just respectful wherever you are, and especially if you're going into churches for girls, covering up the body and the hair is a very important thing in Ethiopia, even if you're going to
the hair.
So, try to be respectful and dress modest. Number 3, language and communication. In Ethiopia, we speak, a little bit of English. People in Addis really speak English. You don't have a problem, but our main language is Amharic. Learning some words like
Amasaganalo, thank you.
Eshi.
I know that one, y'all. I know that one. Amasaganalo.
Salam. Learn a few phrases, some words. Like, it doesn't have to be anything useful, really. Just know some words and say, hey, I know this word. And people get very excited and people will actually become a little bit more friendly to us. Number 4, transportation and logistics. Obviously, we have all forms of transportation. And if you're coming with a tour company, obviously that would be all taken care of, from the flights, from the buses, all scheduled and all set up. So you're all good. if you're traveling by yourself, maybe if you're in Addis for 2-3 days on your own and you want to experience, so there's a few different types of
This is what I'm thinking, y'all. I think 7 days is smooth. That's what I plan. I plan to go to Kenya for 7 days and then come back home, then go to Ethiopia for like 7 days, just to have enough time to vlog things, bro. You know what I'm saying? Vlog the food, the culture. You feel me? Go to like the street food stuff. I don't know. I don't know yet. You know what I'm saying? The wildlife. I don't know, but that's what I want to do, bro. I haven't planned it out yet, but that's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? But I need y'all's help to let me know things that I should do when I go. Maybe I should find a video to tell me like things I should do when I go to Ethiopia or something like that. Cause, bruh, I ain't gonna hold you. The thing I'm most excited about is the food. But yeah, like I want to make sure I do everything. You know?
transportation that way. The buses, which I don't recommend that you take, unless if you want to take, and I don't even know where the buses go and where they start, so I don't take the buses, and maybe not for you. But taxis are a very good way, other form of public transportation. So the taxis go in a certain route and they'll call out where they're going. So if you
But those taxis is just like South Africa
one
taxis.
route, they call out where they're going. So if you just, even if you're like in a particular location and you want to go somewhere else, you can just walk over to somebody and
Just
say,
different
how do I
color.
get a taxi to this place? And they'll tell you where their stations are, where they stop, so you can just hop on one. When I said taxi, I mean there's minivans that are stationed that go in particular direction. They're usually blue and white. The other one, the main one that I would recommend that you
they have
use would be
Uber?
like an Uber ride.
Okay.
So that you can call on your app, and they also have
There's
like a
Uber.
sticker on the cars, just like an Uber. You can call on the app or stop somebody and tell them where you want to go and put it in the app, and they'll do that. For number 5, currency and cost of things. Ethiopia, we use birr. It's a very good idea to have some birr with you. So when you land at the airport, there's a bank and there's ATMs that you can take out money, have some cash with you. And expense-wise,
That's good to know.
really depends on where you go. Coffee could be from 10 cents for you guys to $2.
Look, I heard I'm supposed to drink at least 9 cups of coffee a day. So when I go there, I'm gonna make sure I get my daily doses of coffee. 3 cups in the morning, 3 cups for lunch, and 3 cups for dinner. So that's what I heard. That's what I'm
$3,
gonna do.
$4, and on. It just depends on where you are. When you come, I'd recommend you bringing some cash so you can change it at the bank, and that would be an easy way because credit cards may not work everywhere, ATM cards may not work everywhere. So having some cash, and while you can, using the ATM cards. Number 6 is climate and packing. Yes, we have all sorts of, from the hottest places to the mountains in Ethiopia where it's very chilly. The recommendation really is to have light stuff that you can wear during the day, and then at night, even in Addis or everywhere, it might get chilly, so to have a sweater and stuff like that. And depending on when you come in. If you come in during the rainy season, it rains a lot, so have some raincoat and stuff like that. Just check out your schedule. For number 7, visa requirement. Ethiopia requires visa. Visa you can apply for online. I really recommend that. Sometimes
I'm gonna do that.
They could be pretty mean about it at the airport once you get here when you're asking for a visa, and sometimes they're pretty nice about it and they'll give you a visa. It just really depends on the.
I think I'd rather do it before I go, so then when I get there, I just show them rather than having to do it when you get there, because I feel like that's too much hassle. Imagine, you know what I'm saying? You get there, it's busy, it's packed, and now you're trying to do the visa. Nah, bro, it's doing too much, bro. Just get it done before you get there.
Happening there, but in order to avoid that, just get your visa, e-visa online, and everything is smooth. Number 8 is food and dining. It really depends on how you travel and stuff like that, because we have Western food, and anywhere you travel, really, you'd be.
I don't want Western food,
and also traditional Ethiopian food.
That's what I want.
So this is going to be a portion for people that are interested in eating Ethiopian food. So if you eat meat, you're in luck, because we have a lot
raw
of
meat, y'all. I can't do that.
Is a good way to go.
But there's so much raw
also,
meat.
If you're vegan or a vegetarian, one of the things you can ask for is fasting food. So here,
I love those peppers. Y'all see these peppers right here? These are really good. I like these.
So here is a cultural thing. When Ethiopia, when we say fasting, it really means you're vegan. The term is taken for a period of time where you actually fast until like 5 p.m., 3 p.m. and stuff like that. Once you're done with your fast, you're not allowed to eat meat or dairy. Anytime you
Oh,
don't want to eat any meat, you say fasting food, and they'll make it without any dairy or meat.
hey,
And
that's
our
good to know.
injera is one of the things that people are very excited about because it's gluten-free. So it's kind of our bread. It might be a little bit sour, but it's gluten-free, so that's
It's
a really
good.
good one. On top of that, just check out if you want spicy or not. So ask for it to be not spicy or ask the non-spicy version. So there's usually all the dishes we make, obviously we'll have a non-spicy version also. So you can ask for that. Or if you like spicy, ask them to make it more spicy.
I
Or
like spicy.
ask them to give you some mitmita, which is our powder that we put on top of cooked food as an additional spice. Number 9 is respect for culture and tradition and religion in Ethiopia. The more respectful you seem, like if you're going to a church and you put on your, that we have what we call a netala, which is like a white cloth that you put on top, it's a scarf. It's very nice. The more you do that, people are way more nicer to you. And also, like, if you
I'll make sure I do one of those.
not chewing gum in the church, and also, like, you have to take off your shoes, obviously, and also men and women going to different entrances. So just being generally a nice person, respectful, even if it's not your religion or anything, really goes a long way. So that's one thing. Number 10 is photography and asking permissions. Obviously, you're allowed to take pictures and stuff, but when you're taking pictures of people, just be nice and ask first, like in the shop. Kind of take a picture, and instead of, when you're taking a general picture of what the market looks like, that's okay. Like, obviously, but if you're taking a picture of one lady sitting there doing her thing, be nice and ask first. And a lot of people, places they'll say yes. If you're too scared to ask, have your guide or somebody showing you around, just ask them very nicely, and people are generally very nice, so like it's not a problem, but just it's nice to ask. Festivals and holidays in Ethiopia. Ethiopia has a lot of amazing holidays. In fact, a lot of our holidays, about 3 or 4 of them, are now a UNESCO intangible heritage events. Plan your trip around that. It's slightly more expensive around holidays, obviously.
I should definitely do that, huh?
Great experience. I would try to look for holiday times, and we will
A festival or something, right?
on our website, or if you go to dejaneethiopiatours.com, we have a whole consulting thing with that to help you guide you through when to come to Ethiopia and how to come to Ethiopia. So check out our consulting. Electricity and adapters, that's a good one. Electricity sometimes goes out. It's not going out as much. We have.
Hold on, y'all got load shedding? Y'all got load shedding in Ethiopia? He said electricity go out. In South Africa, there was a thing called load shedding where the lights go out for a certain amount of time, like hours. You know what I'm saying? Is that the same thing? Y'all got load shedding.
Blackouts, I guess that's what you say. Not doing that as much nowadays, but it is a problem. So bring adapters, power banks. That's a good one. Our electricity is 220 volts, so make sure you have adapters to be able to convert to that. C, E, and F plugs. So have those plugs in there also, and you're all good. Internet and connectivity, like I said, we have internet, not the best, but we do have internet, that's good. But when you get into Ethiopia, especially if you're in Ethiopia for a long time, go to Ethio Telecom and get a SIM card, and then one of the things you can do is get unlimited data on there for a week or a month. Let's say $5, you can get unlimited internet and unlimited calling and texting. A great way to do that, and we will put instructions on how to do that below, but get the SIM card. Tipping is recommended in most places. Even hotels have, even though they have service charge on it, tipping on top is great. Hotels and stuff. Anytime people do something nice for you, especially, the hotels, taxis and stuff, tipping a little bit on top of it. Your drivers, especially if you're doing with a tour company, at the end of your tour, tipping your drivers or guides is a great way, because they'll get paid for their service, but usually not enough. So it's great to tip them at the end of the day, and tipping is generally recommended, and it's a good way,
a good gesture,
in tune with people. And for them,
say less.
I recommend that you go check out Dejaneeth Ethiopia Tours/consulting, and
hey, I might have to hit them up, man. I might have to check them out. I do plan to come, bro. But this was very, very informative. There's a lot of stuff in this video that I needed to know before I came. I'm so glad that I checked this out, because there's a lot of stuff that, hey, I didn't even know. But yeah, man, let me know if there's anything in this video that he left out, things that I should know before I come to visit. But I'm excited, bro. Like I said, I'm excited about the food, bro. If anything, yeah, know me, I'm a foodie. You feel me? I'm very, very excited about the food. But let me know if there's anything that he missed out on. But yeah, guys, stay tuned for next week.